Hi, I'm Kaytie Lilley and I run Make, Do and Grow, which is a social enterprise based in Govan. And we have a children's toy shop and secondhand clothes and toys space and a creative workshop in the back. I think the thing that we're most proud of is that we were able to turn pretty much everything that we did around within just a couple of days. So as soon as lockdown looked like it was about to happen, we actually started to pull together all of the materials that we could from the workshop and the printer and shifted them all to homes, predominantly mine, but other spaces as well. And we also looked at purchasing a Zoom package with a view to actually being able to translate all of our sessions digitally. And we did that within just a few days. So by the Saturday of the first in March, so it was about the 21st, we did our first Facebook Live session with families on that Saturday using the creative materials that we had at home. I think the advantage we had was definitely that one of our key skill sets is actually using materials that you have at home to be able to create anyhow. So actually we're already ready set with our ideas and our inspirations and stuff for families to be able to do, because that's what we'd always been doing for the last 3 years. So we quickly moved all of our 3 sessions that we did regularly during the week into online sessions. Our Wednesday toddler group, our Thursday afternoon arts and crafts club, and then our Saturday family club. And 2 of those are in Zoom closed rooms, so the children and the families can still see each other. So we've still got some of that connectivity. They can still share what's happening during the week. We always start with, what's your favourite thing that's happened this week? What's been not so great? While the kids are still creating and we talk about what we're making. It just keeps that relationship going, and the children to be able to show off their work and what they're doing and talk about their week too. And then our Saturday session, we do it as Facebook Live, so it's accessible to as many as possible. So it's just there sitting on our social media. And we have a focus for that one on toys and games. So we're actually about making things from stuff you've got at home that you can actually play with, use and engage as a family with afterwards, whether it be about board games or like games you can play outside, whatever it might be. So that's fantastic. Then with the materials that we brought back, we started making up packs. Now we had holiday clubs planned. It was one of the things that we used to do, is holiday clubs, just small ones within our workshop. And there's a massive holiday club that happens within Govan as well, run by the amazing Youth Information Project. And we had a conversation immediately the week that we were all locking down and said, what are we going to do? Are you going to be able to run your clubs? How are we going to do this? And we actually worked out a way by we could take the tiny pocket of funding that we'd had for providing the food at those holiday clubs and pass it over to JIP to be able to use for the lunch services that they were planning right on the front line in the middle of Govan. And we took a tiny bit of their activities funding that they'd had out of that, and we started generating all of these packs. And then what happened was that JIP had been running this amazing lunch service for young people and for adults alongside the Salvation Army right in the centre of Govan. And we've been able to have our creative activity packs with like 5 to 7 different activities for children of all different ages to use. So they've gone out on the lunch service alongside the lunch, so we'll be able to partner up and put that out straight away. And then that snowballed from there. We realised that actually the need for this was way greater than actually just what we had ready for the holiday fund, the small number of children we'd have been covering from that. And so we've just been creating pack after pack after pack after pack and redeveloping, designing new ideas, using all the creativity that we had in our workshop to start with to really meet all the sort of developmental interest, fun levels of all the different kids at different ages. So we've done about 470 packs to date, and we have orders in for hundreds more. So we're just desperately trying to keep up with demand on that. And then finally, so that's our creative workshop all changed around, that's all of our sessions turned around. And then we were like, well, what can we do? We've got this shop full of toys and books and games that are desperately needed right now. How can we utilize some of that resource while our shop's closed and can't open? And we've partnered up with NSPCC, the Together for Childhood team within Govan, and Govan Housing Association. And they came up with this fabulous idea that we could actually take what they had in their service centres and what we had within our shop and create this fabulous toy library that happens once a week alongside the local service lunch provision. and make all of the toys and games that we have as a community available to sort of take and then bring back in a safe manner, where there's still social distancing, they're all cleaned down and quarantined, but it's actually just getting our stock out there as well. So literally everything that we did before, we are now in a way still managing to do again. So I'm really, really pleased with that.